Hi everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. It's a bit noisy and it's a bit wet today. It's raining today, weather's not that great. It's getting a bit cold also, but I hope you guys are all getting warmer in the US, and hopefully, you know, we'll send some of our heat your way, because our heat's nearly gone now. It's getting quite cool now in the morning and in the night time, and some mornings it's getting a bit icy on the windows also too, really quickly. So just hope you guys are all doing well. Just wanted to share two hauls with you guys today, and this is done with Nadezdha Marchena as well as my Facebook friend Azmah. But I'll start with my haul from Nadezdha Marchena, and I'll pop her YouTube link down below so that you guys can go and check her out. She's super amazing and very talented, as you guys all know by now. And she has recently posted some lace appliques for sale, which is these ones here. And I've just gone ahead and bought a couple of yards of each fabric, because it's really hard to find these here, and the quality is just so beautiful. So I stocked up so they will last me a little bit longer. So here's the first design that I've got. This one does have a little bit of discoloration, but that's what comes with vintage and old laces and all that, and that's what makes it special for me. So if you don't like it, you can try and bleach it out, but for me that's what makes it special. And most times I don't keep it this color anyways. I usually tea dye it or avocado dye, which I will share with you guys my results also. And because these are cotton, they take the color really well, so that's good to have. And you can use them as lace as they are, or for me, or for many crafters where you buy them just for the medallions or the flower appliques or the motifs, as you guys can see here, because they're absolutely beautiful. So that's the first one that I've got, and that's the design in that one, and they're like a thick weave cotton, so they're really beautiful. So that's the first one, and like I mentioned, I've got a couple of yards of each, and it's so beautiful, guys. And this is the second one. I have posted these. If you follow me on Facebook, I would have shared these already on Facebook, and that's the second one there. These are like your doily motifs that you guys will see. Really beautiful like that. And again, you can cut the medallions up and use on all your projects, and look at how much you get in this. So if you're having a hard time trying to find doilies, just private message Nadezdha. These are, I would say, almost exactly the same as doilies, just a little bit different, not exactly the same. But with doilies, you know, you get like that cotton edging, and you only get a few medallions in the center, but whereas these, you get, it's all medallions, so you get heaps and heaps and heaps. So this is the third one that I got. There's only 3 designs, and it's really beautiful also, as you guys can see there. Absolutely stunning. I have received these about 2 weeks ago, but I've been super busy still with the farm, but it's slowing down now, so hopefully I'll get some time to do some tutorials for you guys, as well as share more projects with you guys as winter approaches and we slow down for the farm. So I'll share with you guys my tea dye as well as my avocado dyeing. As you guys can see, the different variations in color here. They take the color really well, like I mentioned, and I've had a play around because I do a lot of vintage tattered distress projects, and the tea dye, you guys can try coffee dye and all that. Coffee gives it a really darker sort of color, and I put my after I like soaked it into tea for 10 or 15 minutes or whatever, how dark you want it, just dilute your tea mix. I use Bushels. That's a brand we have here, and I find that gives it a really nice creamy sort of finish. But if you want it darker and all that, you can add more tea bags, or you can add a bit of coffee in it. And if you want a bit of variation in your design, just drip the tea bag or the coffee, just put some little coffees in random areas, and that will set different tones and all that. But I like mine to be just all the same sort of color like this. And if I want it to be darker, I usually make like a coffee mix and spray over the areas where I want to have it darker, so I can control it. And I put them in the dryer. After I soak them, I just wring them out like that, and then I put them straight in my dryer, and you don't have any variations, like any variegations, like in the color, variegations, if you know what I mean. Like you don't get the multicolored tones and all that. If you just wring it and then you line it out to dry, where it's dripping, and it collects a lot more like the dye running down, then it will be darker in those areas, and depending on where the sun shines and where the shade is, the color will be variegated also there. So, but if you want it all just tea dye like I have here, the dry is the best way to go. If you want a multi-tone, line out outside on your clothesline to dry, and you'll get all different shades. So that's a little bit of a trick for those who are not too sure about tea dyeing. That's one of the ones I've got. Somehow they're all the same, but this particular one always just turns out a little bit darker than the other two. So it might be the weave or the design in the cotton, I don't know. But even with the Azhar dye, the color just comes out differently also than the other ones in this particular design. It's really beautiful. I love this design here. And these are the other ones that I've tea dyed, and they've come out lovely also. And like I mentioned, if you want it darker, just add more tea or more coffee, but I like it to start off this particular color as my base, because then I can adjust the heaviness if I want to by just spraying more coffee on top and stuff like that. Here is the Azhar dye. As you guys can see, my Azhar dye mix is really beautiful and it's really pink. There's nothing else mixed into this, guys. Seriously, it's just avocado. I've let my avocado mix sit for about 4 to 5 weeks, I think, and it really intenses the color. Then I put a bit of Pino Clean in my dye mix so it doesn't have mold. There will still be a little bit of mold, but not as much as if you just left it alone. And just use a cloth or something to skim it or to drain it into a bowl first, and then you can reheat it. Always make sure that you reheat it and make it warmish hot. If you don't want to use it too hot, that's fine, but I like it warmish hot, and that really sets the dye into the fabric and really locks it in. So there's that one, and there's this one here also, and there's this one here. These ones here with the more intense colors, I left it in a little bit longer, and if you just put it in lightly, or if it's a bit too dark, you can quickly rinse it and you get really light color, as you guys can see here. Really beautiful light color as compared to the deeper, darker pink, more intense color there. And once you get that color, you can actually tea dye it also, and it'll give you a really beautiful distressed pink color, which is lovely. So that's a bit of tea dyeing and avocado dyeing for you guys to have a look at. So I'll put Nadezdha's link below, like I mentioned, so you guys can go and check her out and message her. I'm sure she's still got plenty of these laces for sale because she bought a whole heap of them. So don't be discouraged in any way, because you'll never find these again if you don't buy them now. Later on, if you see me use on projects, you'll be kicking yourself you didn't get any, because they'll be sold out. So do get some, because the quality is beautiful and you'll be using it heaps and heaps on your projects, and there's heaps of it to go through. So that's my haul from Nadezdha. So thank you so much, Nadezdha, and so sorry for posting this really late, because I'm just being super busy, my darling. Love you. So pop that away, and I'll just share my quick bee haul that I've flower spray, actually beaded flower spray that I have made with my friend Azmah on Facebook. And Annie has helped me also. I didn't realize that Azmah was actually one of my Facebook friends also until she messaged me, and I was like, are we already friends? And she said yes. So I'll pop Azmah's link down below so that you guys can go and say hello to her. And if you want to place an order for some of these beaded sprays, you can. I've seen Annie use some of these beaded sprays on her projects, and I messaged her, you know, where'd you get them from? Because I have been trying to make these, and guys, they're such a pain in the ass to make. I hope I'm not swearing by saying that, but they are. They take forever to make. I haven't got the one that I've made before. I've seen these. Annie has posted these, but there was a crown on Pinterest that had similar flowers like this, and I fell in love with it. I really wanted to make some flowers like this, and I took forever just to make 4 petals, and I ordered 25 of the clear. These are the clear, and I ordered 25 of the like an iridescent sort of look. I think she calls it silver, but I think they're like an iridescent. Sorry, I've been playing with these, and they kind of like come out of the bundle. They're kind of like an iridescent. You see that? I think there's a more iridescent than your silver, because I made a silver one and it's really, really silver. So that's these ones, and they have 4 petals, and they're about the same size as my thumb. They're a little bit wider. and they're quite pretty and really intricate also. So you can use these on your projects for embellishments and whatnot. And I bought them so that I can hoard them. Yay! Isn't that great? Because they're really hard to make, and she was able to make oodles in no time. So you're so super talented, Azmah. You're amazing. These are all handmade, like I mentioned. So if you want to purchase some, just message Azmah. She'll be on Facebook. And she sent me a couple of freebies also. And she made some leaves too, guys. Check out these leaves. Look at how gorgeous they are. They look like little peacock leaves, you know, peacock type feathers. If you know what I mean. Not peacock leaves, peacock feathers. Don't mind my tattered farm hands. You know how I work hard on my farm and I get really bad at hands, like you guys always see. And sometimes I wear gloves when they're really bad, like worse than this. So this is actually me on a good day. But anyways, so here they are, really beautiful. If I put it too close, you'll probably see all the nooks and crannies of my hand. So really close for you guys to have a look at. Really beautiful. And so that's the leaves. And she gifted me these, as well as these little blue ones and the pink ones. These have like more of a leaf shape flower. See the leaf shape, whereas the other ones are more rounded. See that? And it's so stinking cute, and it's so pretty. I don't know, I'll leave it to Azmah to make them because I don't have time, and you have to thread all the beads individually. So you're amazing, thank you so much. So a couple of in the pink ones that she has gifted me, and a couple in the blue that she has gifted me also. I love them. Thank you so much, Azmah. And I'll pop both Azmah and Nadezdha's link down below if you haven't already subbed to any of the ladies, or check out Azmah on Facebook. I'm not sure, I don't think she's got any YouTube vids at the moment, but I'll pop links down below so that you guys can go and check them out. Love you guys. I'll be back with if I have time, I'll be back with some flea market findings with you guys, and I'll share them with you guys shortly, because I haven't shared anything with you guys for a long time. So I do feel guilty, and I'll be right back to share some thrifting loving finds with you guys. Love you. Bye.